the day to find them? Well, that's kind of the best time, I'm going to be quite honest, the best time of the day to find them is the last hour before dark into the first hour after dark. But I'm going to explain a little bit about what they do, and this is actually just drawing these already from the last session, but it's exactly what we're talking about. If this is the surface up here, and this is the bottom, and there's 1,200 feet of water between you and the bottom, they're going to feed down at the bottom the majority of the time, down here. The reason being, they're primarily squid feeders, and we all know that squid go down in the water column to the bottom during the daytime. At night, they come up in the water column. It's just what they do. There's what they call a deep scattering layer, which is the beginning of the food chain, and that moves, if you do any studies on it, it moves down in the water during the daytime and moves up in the water to the surface at night. Well, the squid follow this deep scattering layer, and the big eyes follow the squid. Problem with feeding in deep water for a tuna is that the water, A, is very cold, and it lacks oxygen. There's not a lot of oxygen in the water at that depth. So every 3 or 4 hours, they have to go back up to the surface to warm up their bodies and to get more oxygen in their bloodstream. They're only on the surface for a short time. So what they do is they're down feeding, down here, and they make their pass, they come up, spend a little time near the surface, and then they go back down and they keep feeding. Right? So the times you get bites during the day is when they're up near the surface. Now they're not feeding per se at that period, but they're opportunistic predators that are going to eat if something is in front of them. So you can catch them during the day. There's no doubt you can catch them during the day. We've all heard or seen or caught ourselves during the middle of the day in bright sun. So the reason why, when you're targeting big eyes, if there's been a bite in a location in the morning, most likely if you spend the rest of the day there, they will come back up during one of those cycles, and somebody will be in the right place at the right time when they come up.